Hello ladies and gents, DKD6 right back here with you, and today I want to talk about the highly anticipated and incredible GTA 5 for PC. In this video I will tell you everything you need to know and may not need to know about GTA 5 on the PC. So here we go. The first thing I want to talk about is what you should expect from the graphical side of the game. Rockstar has already said that they have spent a lot of time working to ensure that this game runs on all sorts of hardware. Of course it will be a lot better on some hardware, but at least we can be confident that they seem to have done a lot of work to optimize the game. Let's take a quick look at the minimum and recommended hardware specifications for the game. The minimum requirements to run this game are as follows. You'll need Windows 8.1 64-bit, all the way down to Windows Vista 64-bit with Service Pack 2. Processor, you'll need an Intel Core 2 Quad CPU Q6600 at 2.4 GHz or an AMD Phenom 9850. You'll need 4 gigs of RAM and at least an NVIDIA 9800 GT 1GB video card or an AMD HD 4870, again with 1 gig of video memory. You'll need a sound card that's 100% compatible with DirectX 10 and 65 gigs of hard drive space. And the recommended specs are as follows. You'll need Windows 8.1 64-bit all the way down to Windows 7 64-bit Service Pack 1. You'll need an Intel Core i5 3470 at 3.2 GHz or an AMD X8 FX 8350 at 4 GHz. You'll need 8 gigs of RAM and at least an NVIDIA GTX 660 with 2 gigs of video memory or an AMD HD 7870 with 2 gigs of memory. Your sound card will have to be 100% DirectX 10 compatible, and again you'll need 65 gigs of hard drive space. Okay, so now you're probably thinking, hey, it's just a GTX 660, hell yeah I can run this game. And yes, you'd be right in thinking that. But what you need to bear in mind is that GTA 5 will also support a 4K native resolution at 60 frames per second, and to get anywhere near that, you need a lot more than a GTX 660. Seeing as I just told you that this game will support a native 4K resolution, I may as well tell you now that it will also support SLI configurations, triple monitor support and 3D right out of the box. Oh, and here's an interesting note I wanted to add. When they were showing off the demo running on PC, the hardware running it included a Core i7 5930K CPU and 2 GTX 980s in SLI. As we all know, that's a lot of horsepower. God damn! Anyways, not only will this game support 4K, but like the Xbox One and PS4 versions, it will have a first-person mode. You must be wondering how this game is able to scale so well between such a huge variation in hardware. The solution Rockstar came up with is quite clever. Rockstar said, and I quote, "We spent a lot of time working on making various aspects of the game scalable and accessible to the player. There are over 25 parameters you can tweak that can optimize graphics and performance. The game will automatically optimize settings for your hardware when you first start it up, but you have a great deal of freedom." The 25 parameters he mentions there include texture quality, lighting quality, soft shadows, reflection quality, shadow quality, water quality, particle quality, post effects and even grass quality. It also allows you to adjust the population density and variety. With all these variables you should be able to set the game up to run as well as possible on your specific hardware. It's great! Okay, so moving on now, what else is new with GTA 5 on the PC? Well, one huge addition is the new Rockstar editor, which is a massive expansion from the video editor they had on GTA 4. With the Rockstar editor, players can capture and manipulate game footage at will. Let me explain this a little. So let's say that you're playing a game in which to capture something that just happened. Firstly, you can save the last 30 seconds. On top of that, if you have set out to record gameplay, it will record in 30-second chunks but will still be a continuous recording. Now, once you go into the Rockstar editor, as long as you are playing in third-person mode, you can move the camera to wherever you want to place it. You can even anchor the camera to your character, other objects and vehicles, even on-screen characters and animals. You can manipulate depth of field, film speed, use all sorts of filters and much more. If that wasn't enough, there's also a new mode called the Director mode. This is where it gets really interesting. And I quote the lead gameplay designer John McPherson. The Director mode gives players the opportunity to play and record their own scenes using any actor from GTA 5, including story and heist crew characters, people on the street and even animals. As you play through the GTA 5 story, more and more character options will open up for you to use. You can also get them to speak specific lines of dialogue or perform contextual actions, opening the door for amazing possibilities. You will also have control over details like the time of day and weather, wanted status and pedestrian density. Some of the classic cheats will open up too, bringing a ton of cinematic possibilities. Once you're finished, you can now share your videos directly to YouTube, and we will be working to support community creators through events and contests. Doesn't that sound like a total wet dream for someone into machinima? Picture it, you set up some crazy scenario, spawn in a helicopter and whatever else you want, get characters on screen to do stuff, and then edit all the camera angles and everything else I've mentioned. Then you upload your custom cinematic to YouTube, or even export it to continue editing on your third-party application. This is truly incredible in my opinion, and I'm expecting to see some amazing community creations using this. Outstanding work from Rockstar. One thing you might be worried about being a PC gamer is, seeing as the PC version took this long to arrive, does that mean that we'll have to wait even longer now for DLC and updates? The answer to that is fortunately no. Rockstar has said that they plan to release DLC and updates to consoles and PCs simultaneously. Thank God for that. So what else is there to know about GTA 5 on the PC apart from the fact that it's going to be freaking insanely amazing? Well, it's a 65 gig digital download for starters, or you can purchase it in store. If you do purchase the hard copy of the game, it will come on 7 DVD discs. Yes, you heard me, 7. 7. This is crazy seeing as GTA 4 came on only 2 discs, but of course GTA 5 is a much bigger game, dwarfing the 16 gig size of GTA 4. Oh, and by the way, Rockstar has no plans to support VR at this stage, but we know that modders in the community will get this sorted pronto. Speaking of modders, Rockstar again did not really comment on whether or not they would support mods, but I'm sure modders in the community will do something there too. So finally, GTA 5 is set to release on April the 14th at midnight UK time, meaning that if you're in the US of A, you can start playing on April the 13th. The game is now available to preload from Steam, and at 65 gigs, I suggest you get a move on. Lastly, I just want to give my huge thanks to Rockstar on behalf of this community. Yes, you took a damn long time to bring us this game, but I'm sure that we can all agree that it seems to have been well worth the wait. This really does look like it's set to be the definitive and ultimate version of GTA 5 that we all wanted. Rockstar, we salute you. Thank you very much for watching everyone. Hit that like button, leave me a comment and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm DK86. Bye!